In this video, I'm going to attempt to survive 100 days in the new Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. Extremely beautiful mountains and really big and spooky caves. Well, watch me thrive for 100 days in this beautiful world, starting right now. Day 1, here we go. I spawned over a tree, that was weird. Anyways, I got down and started doing what everyone does. Chopped down a tree, made myself a wooden pickaxe, and I went around to see if I could find something good, and sure I did. I found a village. It was right behind my spawn. I collected some hay bales on the way, a really good source of food, collected some stones, and now I'm in the village. I got inside one of the houses and started making a full set of stone tools, and carried on getting some more hay bales, cause you can never have enough food in hardcore Minecraft. And I collected enough to not worry for days. Then I got some books, will be useful later on. And as I was just roaming around the village, I found a little cave. I went straight in, got some coal. And this cave was really narrow and tiny, which is something you don't expect in 1.18. Anyways, I carried on mining the essentials. And hey, I even got some iron. Spent the whole night in the cave and got out to see the beautiful sunrise of day 2. And there was a beautiful little river going through the hills. So I crafted a little bow and got out for exploration. I stopped by in some places where I could find some coal and iron. And I killed my first monster right there and carried on the exploration. I came across a beautiful little mesa biome, but couldn't explore it that much because the sun was setting. I found a cave opening, so I decided to spend the night in there and came across to see what Minecraft 1.18 was all about. The cave was really big and dangerous. I didn't want to go down there totally unprepared, so I just mined some iron and coal from the surface and even made a first set of armor, the iron chestplate. I spent the whole night right there. And right at the sunrise of day 3, I went out to see what the world has to offer. And I came across a beautiful little jungle, which was definitely going to be my base. This place was perfect for the base. And as I was just roaming around, I came across another village. Found a ruined nether portal on the way and got that gold block right there. I got to the village and started looting everything, especially the hay bales. And I decided to rest there for a while. Smelted all the iron I had, and now I'm fully covered in iron. An upgrade. And I had my first good night's sleep. And then I got to the place where I planned to build my base. I started the deforestation process. And this forest was really dense. It would take me a lot of time to chop all those trees down. Anyways, I got back to the village to have a good night's sleep. Killed this iron golem because I was really low on iron. Then I got back to the jungle and got my first best friend. And his name is Coco. There was no way I was going to chop this whole jungle down. So I decided to do what the humanity has been doing for past hundreds of years. Burning the whole thing down. Everything burns, ladies and gentlemen. Everything burns. Coco was really unhappy on seeing his home burning down to the ground, but what could I do? That was the only effective idea that came in my mind. But that was totally worth it. Now look at this place now, completely clear. But I did not have enough wood to build my base yet. So I went up to the hill and started chopping down the oak trees. And as the night approached, I got back down. Day 8, I smelted some stones, planted some sugarcanes along the river, and made a little entrance for the mining area, and went down mining. Got some iron, got some lapis lazuli, I think that's how we say it. And as I was just mining my way down, I came across a really big cave, and it was just full of mobs. Everything there was trying to kill me. Day 10, it was time to build what I would call my first home. And as the house was done, I had a good night's sleep. Day 12, I went out to the desert hoping I'd find a desert temple, and sure I did find one. I went straight down and got a really good book, Silk Touch, and a couple of saddles. Then I just headed back home. And on day 13, I started making a farming area right behind my house. And I made some decorating fences around the farm. And then I got back down to the huge cave. I collected every single thing that I could. Gold, iron, and look at all those mobs right there. There are a lot. And as I was just roaming down to the caves, I found my first diamond. There was just only one right there. Anyways, I got even more down and I found an abandoned mineshaft where I fought these annoying skeletons, looted some chests, and got even more diamonds. Day 17. I got out of the mines and went out to get some animals. Yes, I want to get started on the animal farms. For then, I just got cow and sheep. I'll get the other ones later. I got 2 sheep and 2 cows on my boat and got them inside my house, just for some time. And then got started with the animal pens. And on the other day, I got them inside their new homes. Cows on one side, sheep on the other side, and then I started breeding them. And then I straight went to farming. And on the other day, I crafted a diamond pickaxe and went straight to the ruined nether portal that I found to get some obsidians. Turned out I could activate the portal right there with just 1 obsidian down in the place, but anyways, I collected all the obsidians and got back and started building a nether portal just inside of my house. There we go, looks all good. Time to light it up. And here we go to the nether. And I got the best nether spawn I could have possibly asked for. There was a nether fortress right in front of my spawn. And then I slowly made my way up, breaking the pillars of the fortress. Now I was in. I knew I wasn't really prepared to face the dangers of the nether fortress, but I desperately needed some good loot. I collected some nether wart that I could find, which could get me started with the potions, and kept searching on the chest. I found some really good loot, as you say. Gold, diamonds. Then I went down and collected some shroom lights and then just got back home, managed my inventory, and went to the nether again. Because I wanted to find the worst forest biomes so I could kill some endermen and got some ender pearls. However, I found another nether fortress. It was not that far away. I went straight up and started searching for some chests. I looted every single chest that I could find, and then just got back home. And went straight down for some mining session. I haven't had that one for a while. Got some iron and even got some diamonds, which I would not collect until I get a version 3 pickaxe. So I just kept down mining, got some even more diamonds. I could not believe how lucky I was getting. I went mining straight down to Y level 58, which is the new best mining level for diamonds. I went down there and started making the strip mines, which I did not do for long. I got back home, made some hoppers, and then I got started on a new project, a mob grinder. There you go, a giant block right at the side of my house, and it works just fine. Then I collected some sugar canes and fought with this baby drowned with the trident. Look at all those tridents it threw at me. And then I went to get some chickens in my pens. These were the last animals I was gonna take in my pens because I'm not gonna make a big farm, but I need some leather. There were just little cows in my farm, so I got out and killed as many cows as I could because I need some leather. And at the night time, these phantoms ganged up on me. And they did drop some membranes, so I'm good. And on day 28, I got started on the enchanting area. There goes the lanterns, and it's now time to craft some bookshelves, an enchantment table, and now we're all set. And then I enchanted my diamond pickaxe and got the best enchantments I could have asked for. And it was time to mine some diamonds that I found before with my fortune 3 diamond pick. Enchanting my bow, couldn't get so lucky in the first time, so I went to the nether to grab some XP by mining these quarries. Got back and pressed some animals, and please don't ask me how I got this enchantment. I was totally stoked. It's totally unbelievable. And with that happiness on my face, I went down for mining. I mined for quite a lot and finally got some diamonds. And now it's time to get back. And as I saw in the mob grinder, there was a baby zombie villager. Got him out just like that, and Harry's in the bowl right there. And I enchanted my diamond sword and got looting 3 on that. It's just looting 3. And now it was time to heal the villager. So I made some splash potion of weakness, and there he goes. And as the baby zombie villager was healing, I played a sniper duel contest with the villager and won. And eventually he got healed just like that. So it's time to get him in. No sleeping in my bed, baby. And now it's time to go back to the nether again. I was in the search of Ward Forest. And I was glad because it was not that far away. It was right near the second nether fortress that I found. And if you're wondering why I was in the search of a Ward Forest, because this biome in the nether spawns a lot of endermen. So you can provoke them and kill them one by one just like that. And with the looting 3 sword, I was able to get a lot of ender pearls. And now it was time to get some blaze rods. I need that for making the eye of enders. And as I got just enough blaze rods, I got the heck out of the fortress. Then I got back home and crafted a diamond chestplate and diamond leggings. And I got really good enchantments on those. And time to prepare for the Ender Dragon fight. I made some potion of slow falling and strength, and with my half enchanted armor, I was set to find the stronghold. I threw my first eye of Ender, and he pointed me to the southeast direction. And I was glad because the stronghold was not that far away, it was just a couple hundred blocks from my house. And there it is, and now I'm in this stronghold. I found a library, couldn't get much out of it. And I was surprised there was a zombie spawner right inside this stronghold. I looted all the chests that I could find, and now I'm in the end portal room. I placed all those eye fenders in place, and the portal was ready. Time for the fight. Thankfully I spawned in the main island, so I just dug my way up and started hitting those end crystals up from the obsidian tower. And as I had my slow falling potion, this dragon swiped up the enderman, including me. I kept on destroying those end crystals, and some end crystals were really high, so I had to tower my way up to destroy those. And as I destroyed every single end crystal, I had my potion of strength and the fight was on. And this moment right here took me off my seat. As I was hitting the dragon with my sword, he kicked me up into the air. When I realized my slow falling potion had ran out, it was a big mistake. It literally could have been the end if the dragon kicked me a little bit higher. I could not afford that big mistake at this level of intense battle. Anyways, I kept on fighting the dragon. And that was my last hit right there. The dragon was slain, and I freed the end. And as I tried to get my hands on the dragon egg, it teleported somewhere I couldn't get. I searched the entire area but couldn't find it. Anyways, I enderpearled my way through the end gateway, and my search for the end city began. Cause I want that elytra. And there was my first end city right there. And luckily it had the end ship. So I made my way inside the end city, killing those annoying shulkers. And looting all those chests one by one, and there I go to the end ship. And the loots were really good. I couldn't have asked for better. But the main thing is right there, the elytra. I got the dragon head and left the end city. And as I was trying to get the end gateway that could get me home, I found another end city. So I just got in and looted those really OP loot. End city just the best. And then got another elytra. Fantastic. And I really struggled finding an end gateway, but I did, and now time to go back home. And then I straight went to enchanting. And I got really lucky with the enchantments. I really got what I wanted exactly. And there I was, covered in fully enchanted set of diamond armor and diamond tools. And then I tried to get the mending book out of the villager that I had. It took me a bit of time, but finally he was ready to sell the mending books. So I got a couple of those, put it on my elytra and my diamond armor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it was time to fly. I went to explore the desert where I found the desert temple. I loaded all the chests one by one. And yes, I got the TNTs as well. And now time to make a villager breeder. And as I was making the breeder, I realized I was really short on wood. So I flew uphill, got some wood, and continued on building the breeder. And now as the block is done, placed all those beds right there, now it's finished. Now all it needs is villagers. But I realized I hadn't explored the abandoned mine shaft. I was here hoping I'd find a name tag. And as I was just walking around, I found a dungeon where I did find a name tag. Awesome. And on day 48, I went out to get the villager. I went straight to the village, and the villagers found out what I was here for. And they were just running away, but I got one. He wanted to run straight into my house, but no sir, you go straight to the breeder. Now it's sleeping well. And then I got the villager that I had in my base to this breeder. Now it's time to breed them, and there they go, making love. And then I started building the village breeder area. My footage of building the entire thing got corrupted. I'm really sorry for that. But anyways, at the night time, I went out to get a zombie to get him in this box, where I'll zombify the villagers. He had a shovel in his hand, so I thought he would not despawn. I even had a name tag for the zombie, which I did not use. It named Coco instead. Yep, it was a mistake, he was gone. I should have named him with the name tag. So at the nighttime, I got another zombie in there. And even this guy wasn't a permanent. I had no name tags, I knew he was going to despawn. But till he was there, I zombified as much villagers as I could. And this guy was burning his way to the trading hall. Thankfully, he didn't die. The first villager in the trading hall, there you go. And then I went down in the mines to collect some coal. I was really low on coal. Killed this iron golem that was chilling with the cows. Actually, the cows took a really good care of him. And another zombie despawned too. Anyways, this mason guy said he would trade clay for emeralds, so I went out to gather a lot of clay. A lot. And that's how we make a lot of money. And finally I got a name tag from this librarian. So another zombie in the box, and his name is Mr. Dog. But my name should be Mr. Dog, cause I heal the villagers. Anyway, I got a pet cat. I couldn't really come up with any names, so be sure to suggest some names for the cat in the comments. And then I made a pumpkin and melon farm. I wanted to extend the trading hall, but I didn't have enough wood. This happens all the time. Then just got back home in the night and started extending the trading hall. He was having a really good time. Unlike me, because I need to make a lot of emeralds because I want to make a full emerald beacon. So I had to spend a lot of days dealing with these villagers. This cartographer said he would trade glass panes. So I need sand. And I made a little smelter to smelt all those sand. Until then, I started making a creeper farm. And I needed a cat for the farm. And there were a lot of cats just roaming around in my base. So I just got one, put them right there. Now it's all set. It's now time to get the wither heads. So I straight flew to the second nether fortress that I found. The first one was really small. And now time to kill some withers. And that was my first head right there. And after spending hours in the fortress, I finally got the 3 withered heads. So time to fly back home. Then I spent some time with the villagers. One traded depth traded 3. And later on he was ready to trade exactly what I wanted. Books for emeralds. And I had a couple of stacks of books that I could trade. I was making a lot of emeralds with these villagers. And now it's time to fight the wither. So I went down to the strip mines. And here comes the wither. I slurped my potion of strength. And the fight was on. And as I got invincible with my bow shots, the fight went on with my sword. There's my nether star. Time to keep it safe in one of the chests cause I did not have enough emeralds for a full powered beacon. Anyways, I got a feather falling 4 book and efficiency 3 books, which I combined to get efficiency 5 on my pickaxes and my diamond axe. And I got a Woodland mansion map out of a cartographer. So with the Woodland mansion map in my hand, I was out to find the mansion. The mansion was thousands and thousands of blocks away. And just at the sunset, I reached the mansion. I broke in through one of the windows of the top floor and started my exploration of this mansion. These skeletons were really annoying me. They were not the reason I was here for. I went straight in and realized there was an evoker sitting at the corner. He had spawned the Vexes. Then I just killed the evoker with my bow and got my hands on Totem of Undying. But I needed to take care of these Vexes. Thankfully the evoker could not spawn more Vexes, so I didn't really have the problem dealing with these. Down go the Vindicators. Then I found another evoker. I killed him from a distance with my bow, so I had no trouble getting another Totem of Undying. Oh, and I got a diamond hoe from one of the chests. And as I went to explore the first floor of the mansion, a freaking horde of the Vindicators and the spiders ganged up on me. I somehow managed to take care of them, but I was super terrified when I encountered them. As I went exploring the mansion, I got a notch apple. That was amazing. So, the loot I got from the mansion was okay, and it was time to head back home. I found a village on the way, so I decided to spend the night in there, collected all their hay bales in the morning, and just got back home. And on day 80, I went back to the stronghold to gather a lot of books from the library. You know, I didn't get the dragon egg when I first defeated the ender dragon, and I thought defeating the ender dragon again would get me another egg. I was wrong, but I didn't know that back then. Went to the end only to realize that I forgot the end crystals. So I went back home again. Thankfully I had just enough ghast here, so I crafted 4 end crystals and got back to the stronghold and back to the end. Performed a little ritual to resummon the ender dragon. All of the obsidian towers got refilled with the end crystals, and here comes the dragon again. Got all those towers one by one. And with a fully enchanted diamond armor and a really good bow and sword, the fight is really easy to be honest. And here he goes down again. But there's a lot of work to do. I still don't have my hands on Netherite. So I went to the Nether and found a really good place for Netherite mining. And that's my first ancient debris right there. Placed down all the TNTs, blasted them all. But I didn't get so lucky, I just got 4 ancient debris out of this trip. So I just went back home and upgraded my pickaxe. And I was just getting so close for the full emerald beacon. I just kept trading with the villagers, and as I got all the emerald blocks that I need for the beacon, I crafted my beacon and went to build it. And the pyramid is done. Time for some decoration. There it goes, looks good. And then I got speed 2 effect with the beacon. And now I'm fast. And then I started decorating the pathways around my base. And now it looks amazing. It looks really alive. I needed more netherite. And as I didn't have enough gunpowder to craft the TNTs, I went to the nether with 2 shulker boxes full of beds. Time to blast all those beds. And it's not really good as TNTs, but it's my only choice. I just kept blasting and collecting those ancient debris. And I forgot to place a block right before the bed. And this happened. Thankfully I raided the mansion. Anyways, I kept on blasting those beds more carefully. So with the 2 shulker boxes full of beds and some mining, I was able to get 37 bits of ancient debris, which was enough to upgrade all my armor and tools, including the diamond hoe. Perfect. And I even enchanted that netherite hoe. But it was not over yet. I wanted to defeat a raid. I wanted some more totem of undying. I knew there was a pillager tower somewhere in the desert. I found it right at the sunset. I started killing the pillagers up from the tower, and that was the main guy right there. I killed him with my bow and straight flew back to my base. And when I just arrived at my base, the raid had begun. I went up to the mob grind and started hitting them with my bow. Also the iron golems were taking a really good care of him. But I sometimes needed to get down to see if the raiders drop some important things that I need. Even when I was shooting them from up here, the Vexes found me and they were up here. So I needed to kill the evoker before it gets too hectic. I realized all of the iron golems were killed, and these vindicators hit really hard. I was so terrified at this point. But I took care of them all, killed this annoying evoker right there. I was surviving with half an hour, but I somehow defeated the raid, and now I was the hero of the village. And I was able to get 4 totem of undyings out of this raid. It was totally worth it. Then I did some trading. Why not? I realized I did not have any horses. Without the horses, it feels a little bit incomplete, you know? And now I'm complete. Put him right there. Don't worry, our build is stable. And I went to the other side of my base and found another horse. So now I had 2 and time to build some stables. And it was looking kinda empty, but it was okay. I realized I hadn't even made a nether hub. I hadn't even secured the portal. So I started making a small base around the nether. And here it is. Small but really cozy. This baby piglin did not want to leave, so I just trapped him right there. There were still a lot of time left for the 100 days, so I thought why not make another beacon. So I flew straight to the nether fortress and started gathering the wither head. Third head right there. I was glad I gathered them all before day 100. So time to fight another wither. That's my second nether star. But I still had not enough emeralds to make a beacon though. So I kept trading and trading. Glass panes, pumpkins, books, everything. And he looked really happy. You know why? Because I gathered enough emeralds to make another full powered emerald beacon. And then I started building another beacon right down there. Perfect. And it's now time for the final build of this 100-day series, a watchtower. Some internal decorations. And here we go. Successfully survived 100 days in the new Caves and Cliffs update. I think it went really great. We achieved a lot in just 100 days. We defeated the Ender Dragon twice, killed 2 withers, built this beautiful base and a lot more. I guess a lot more is about to be done. So till then, take care.